Everybody, welcome back. My name is Nathan, and this is a continuation of two things. The first thing is a new video series about little Arduino tips and tricks, some short little videos about me sharing some things that I do when I program for Arduino and trying to, hopefully save some other people some time and effort until they discover these little shortcuts and tips and tricks and approaches. And then the other thing is it is the next video in a series about how to create your own sort of print utilities library. So in the last videos we wrote some print utility functions, some general purpose functions we reuse in other programs, and then we put it in a .h file. We made it so that that file can only be included once within any given scope. And then we added it to our test program here, ran it, and then we're all good to go. So now we're going to look at exactly what needs to be done in order to get this file at a point where we can use it within other Arduino sketches. So one of the first things that we have to do is that we have to go to the directory within our computer in which the Arduino libraries are actually stored. So on my Mac, this is in basically my documents, Arduino libraries. So if we go to, let's see, why can't I see my documents right now? Huh, that's weird. So yeah, let's go to our documents. And then we go to Arduino, and then we go to libraries, which we don't have yes we do. God, I really just can't see right now. Sorry about that, you guys. Cool. And then here you can already see the first thing we're gonna have to do. So I have all of these different libraries that I've added to my Arduino IDE. What we're going to need to do is going to create a new folder for the one that we have, and then we're going to call this print utils and hit enter. Great. And then we're going to go into this folder that we just created, and then we're going to create another Finder window here. And we're going to see desktop. We're going to find the sketch that we had. We're going to move our printutils.h file into this new folder that is called printutils. Alright, so now we have the printutils.h file within the printutils folder, which is within documents, Arduino, libraries. Great, so it's where it should be. Now, however, let's go back up a little bit and let's look at another library like elapsed. So there's a few things that we're still missing here. One of which is this file, which is called twords.txt. We'll see what that has. So that has elapsed micros, elapsed millis listed as keyword 1. Okay. Data types keyword 1. It has a few things in it, right? And then this actually corresponds to syntax highlighting. So this means the elapsed millis function will be highlighted in the same way as a keyword 1. The elapsed micros will be highlighted in the same way as the keyword 1. And those are classes. So classes tend to be highlighted with keyword 1. Keyword 2 is, as you can see here, says methods and functions. And then constants is literal 1. And that refers to basically these sort of defined statements right here. Great. Now there's another thing that we are missing that is quite important, which is the library.properties. Oops, should open this with notes, or I guess weird notes. I've never used notes before. I don't know why I said should open it with notes. I was looking for Notepad or text editor. Okay, so we'll use Text Wrangler. I really need to streamline this. Alright, cool. So in here we have name, version, author. So this is also another file that we have to fill out in order to make our library something that we can import from the Arduino IDE. And this is just kind of information about who the maintainer is, what it is, that sort of stuff. But this is needed in order for the Arduino IDE to recognize this really as a library. And we can, we'll close that. And then let's see here. We also have a library.json, which is another file. Let's open that up in text edit. Why not? So this seems to be it seems to be a GitHub thing. So this is showing repository stuff, author, version. So I'm pretty sure we don't need to worry about that. That's something that is, yeah, for something that we're not, that's beyond the scope of this video right here. So yeah, so that's looking at another library. We look at another one over here. It's all kind of sort of the same thing. So we do have the library properties and the keyword.text as constants here, although the actual structure, some of them are slightly different. So we'll go to our print utils here, and then we'll actually use a text wrangler to type up the library properties file. So for this, we need to have a name, and then this name is the name of the library. So the name of the library is print utils, and then we need to have a version. So currently, we'll just say 0.0.1, and then the author. So you put your name here. I'll put mine, Nathan Villicaña-Shaw, and then you have the option of putting an email here as well. So I'm gonna do a fake email at gmail.com. Great. Then we also need a maintainer. Maintainer is, no quotes, Nathan Villicaña-Shaw. And then we have a field called sentence, which basically says, what does it do? What does this thing do? What is it? So we'll say makes printing easier. Yeah, why not? It makes printing easier. That's what it does. All right, and then we have paragraph. And we say, this is sort of more depth analysis. So we'll say collection of printing helper functions such as debug printing, pretty, and other goodies. Great. And then category, which is more for sort of internal stuff, and we'll say printing. And then we don't have a URL, so we'll say http fake url.com, or no, dot party. And then architectures, which I'm not sure exactly what this is. I'll keep it a star. Great. So that's everything we need to have in our library.properties. So let's save that in the proper location, which is in documents, Arduino, libraries, print utils. And then we will call this library.properties. Save. Fantastic. So we have our library.properties, and let us make one more little document here, which is our keywords. So basically, we want everything that we want to be highlighted to be highlighted. And then we can do it with this file. Whether or not this is kind of overkill for exactly what we're doing here, we'll see, but this is, kind of one of the steps in the process of making this official and really reusable. I know this process is a little bit long, but once you're done with it, you're really happy with it, you can reuse the code like that, you can continue to develop it, and it'll save you a lot of time in the long run. And especially if it's available within the Arduino IDE, you're kind of reminded that it exists, because I've run into a trap before of like saving code snippets that I've done before as files somewhere in some folder in my hard drive, and just always forgetting about them and never using them and still rewriting the code. So this is a good way to really get in that habit, and also it's a good way. It's just, yeah, try it, and then it'll change things for you. Hopefully it'll be good. If not, then at least you can, know why not. All right, we'll open up in text edit. All right, so here, let me just move this over here so we can have a better look at it. All right, cool. See you. All right, so we have print divide. We have print minor divide. Then we have print divide ln and dprint. Great. And then what we're going to do is, so there's different colors, or different sort of like, yeah, so we have this greenish color corresponds to literal ones, as mentioned earlier. Keyword 2 is generally functions, and then keyword 1 is classes. So in this case we have 4 functions but no classes, so I'm going to do a tab in between. We'll do a few tabs, and then we're going to say keyword 2 in all caps, and then we can go down here, keyword 2, go down here, keyword 2, down here, keyword 2. Great. And then we're done here. That's everything you want to highlight. And then we'll save this as keywords .tech. Great. Print utils. Awesome. Save. Fantastic. All right. Cool. So we're all done with that. Now our library has our .h file, or any other actual code files we need. We have the libraries.properties, and we have the keywords.text. So now let's close out the Arduino IDE. No, we don't want to save that. And then we'll open it back up again. All right, cool. It's back open. All right, and then look at that. So already our print divides are highlighted all nice. All right, cool. So what we need to do here then is we need to change this include to include printutils.h, and then we'll have printutils.h added, and then we need to see. I'm wondering why these dprintlns are not showing up. So let's open keywords.text. Oh, because we never added them. DOI. So dprintln. It's weird how those tabs got messed up, huh? All right, cool. Finish saving that. Alrighty. That should be better. So we'll quit Arduino again. No, we don't want to save. We'll open Arduino up. Give it a second to think. Alright, and there we go. So now we have our dprintln showing up, we have our print divide showing up, and it's just like a real serious actual thing. But still, we should be changing this to those brackets right there. Alright, so let us test this now. So we'll open this up. We have a new sketch now. We'll save this on the desktop, some weird crazy name. There'll be no libraries or anything in there. And then we'll go include, and then we will call it print utils.h. In our setup, we will print minor divide which I think we still have not fully implemented. And then print divide, and then we will deprint ln one. We'll just hardcore one, say definitely print this, and then hello world. All right, anyways, oh, and then actually we should be using all right, cool. And then like we're done compiling. Let's upload that to the Arduino. And then bring the serial monitor here. Oh, and then we forgot we have to open up the serial monitor and then give it some time to settle. All right, and then we have it uploaded. Okay, here we go. So we have our not fully implemented minor divide. We have our major divide. And we have hello world. Great. Fantastic. So then at this point, basically, all the development can be done on that printutils.h file. And then we can even go here to sketch, include library, and and then here it is, printutils. Amazing. So now our library is available through the Arduino IDE. We can import it. We can use it in any program or any sketch we have in the future. And even if it's something as simple and as silly as these little print statements or these print divides, it's really useful to just know that if you have a tendency to want to do something often and you're typing the same thing over and over again, you never really have to type that same thing again. You can just type print divide now. And they will always be the same length. They will be consistent throughout not only the programs you're writing, but other programs. So you're saving yourself a bunch of time rewriting this code. So hopefully this was helpful. This is something that we're going to come back on. Obviously, our category printing is not a valid library. So apparently our category should have been something that is a valid Arduino library. So that's one issue that we have. And then we also have another issue of, sort of fully implementing these print utils. So we'll follow up on that. We'll add some more sort of general purpose helper functions that are good and useful, that are useful within your Arduino coding toolkit and are easy to cook up and to write and then easily customizable in later videos. So thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying this new sort of group of videos about these quick Arduino helpers. And yeah, hopefully it was useful for you. Have a good one.